What's up, bro? Assalamu alaikum. So, I was just thinking about this, and I look at these bathrooms, so I'm gonna make this quick. Or I might just make this video again. I don't know. Maybe you'll never see this, maybe not. But, purpose. Why everyone is wrong about purpose. So, obviously, nowadays, especially in the last year, you see all these people talking about purpose this, purpose that. Oh, you need to be on your purpose. Oh, a man's purpose is to this and this and this and all that type of stuff. And they're all different answers, right? So you get an answer here, a different answer there, a different answer there, a different answer there. So what is purpose, right? First, you have to actually define the word so you know what you're talking about. So what is your purpose, right? So a purpose, what is the definition of purpose? I'm not going to give you the Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition or whatever. Maybe you can pull it up or something. But generally, like the word purpose means what something was made for, right? So for example, if I see this Home Depot bucket over there that I have over there, you see? The one that I use for my weighted pull-ups. If I see this if I see this Home Depot bucket, right? What is the purpose of a Home Depot bucket? Well, it's to hold tools, stuff like that, right? Is the purpose of the Home Depot bucket to be my stepping stool for me to do weighted pull-ups? Or is it for me to hold my brick so I can do weighted pull-ups on it? So it's like my weight? Well, yeah, it can be used for that, but that's not its purpose. You know? Another example I could think of is you might have seen like this YouTube short of, if you know Alex Hormozy, there's like a clip of him at the gym, and I think he was with Chris Williamson, who's like a podcaster, and he's like pointing out his bag. He's like, that bag, wow, like your gym bag. It was basically some construction type bag, and he had like all of his gym stuff in there and whatever. And he's like, why do you have that bag? Like, why do you have that bag for your gym stuff? And he's basically saying, like, I went through a bunch of different bags, this, and this one was the best one. Obviously, it's not made for this, but it gets the job done. So the purpose of that bag was not to be a gym bag, obviously. The purpose of that bag is to hold construction tools and all that type of stuff, right? So if you see the similarities between the two examples I gave, the Home Depot bucket and that Hormozy gym bag, right? What is the purpose defined as, or who gives the purpose, right? Like, how is a purpose determined in something, right? It's determined by the manufacturer of the item, obviously. So the Home Depot, or like their manufacturers or whatever who create that bucket, or the person that had the idea, they are like, okay, we need to make this bucket for this, you know. The construction bag that Hormozy uses for the gym, they're saying, okay, yeah, we're making this bag so, you know, construction workers can hold their tools. Now, that's what purpose is. Purpose is something. The purpose of something is given by its manufacturer or its creator, right? And when we talk about human purpose, like, what is your purpose? There's a difference. You know, people start saying, oh, my purpose is to, you know, have a good impact on everyone in the world and free my parents and be a teacher, or I don't know, whatever. They say whatever. Hopefully you can hear me fine. It's raining hella. But everyone's purpose is different. It's all shambles, bambles, whatever now, right? But we have to acknowledge, we have to go in the same steps that we did to find the purpose of the Home Depot bucket, to find the purpose of ourselves. So this obviously goes back to belief in God or not. And I'm not here to talk about if you believe in God or not. But, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of obvious, but anyways. Most people believe in God anyway, so I'm just going to talk to you as if you believe in God, right? I can do another whole video on this topic about, like, and people who don't believe in God and all that sort of stuff. But you believe in someone created you, okay? You believe someone created you. You don't have the right to say your own human purpose. Rather, it's your creator's right, because he created you. Imagine if AI, perfect example. I don't know who the creators of AI were or whatever, but imagine the people who created AI, they made AI, oh, AI is supposed to be a tool to help. I don't know, what even is the purpose of AI? Like, to make human services, or, I don't know, it provides value, like, some, like, work value, all that type of stuff. Intelligence value, all that type of stuff. The purpose of it is for intelligent value and all that type of stuff. Imagine if AI, like, I asked you, AI, what's your purpose, right? And it texted me, my purpose is to rule the world. Like, oh, AI is gonna ruin the world, rule the world, and all that type of stuff. Imagine AI, like, just text me back, like, oh, my purpose is to rule the world. Like, that makes literally zero sense. Like, I'm about to be, like, laughing around, like, what the heck is going on, right? But we do the same thing. Like, we have someone that created us. Obviously, we were created. Like, no one is gonna forget about God or not God. Like, you believe that, it's not even that you believe, you objectively were created. You were nothing at some point. 18 years ago, 16 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You were literally nothing, not even a thought. And now you're a whole walking, talking human being with a conscience. So you were created at some point. So there was a creator. And that creator gave you a purpose. So what is the purpose? Purpose, it is mad loud. I really hope you can hear me. I'm probably gonna redo this video. Purpose has to be the same. Actually, okay, some of the stuff I'm gonna say is fact, like 100% fact, and some of the stuff is also like some theory. So I'm gonna say the fact first. The fact about purpose is this. Purpose is going to be the same for all human beings. Right? We're all human beings. We have a purpose as a human being. And it has to be the same. Because we're all human beings. We're all the same product. If I made a bunch of Home Depot buckets, and one of their purposes was for this, and one purpose was for that, that doesn't make sense. All of us have the same purpose. What is the purpose of all human beings? Right? Well, that goes into, okay, who is the creator? The creator probably has the purpose for us, I got this nice iPhone 15 Pro, alhamdulillah. In the box, what was there? An instruction manual. Okay, do this. The iPhone 15 is used for this and this and this. So that's where you get the purpose from, right? So we have to go back to the creator. Okay, who's the creator? Okay, who is God? That goes into God. Okay, who is God? Like, okay, God has to be one. God has to be all powerful, all knowing, all that easy stuff, And then you realize, and then where's his message? Like, where, like, has God communicated with us via, like prophets and messengers? And okay, where's is there like a preserved book that he taught us? And obviously that's the Quran. And in the Quran, in Surah Al-Dhariyat, I think it's Surah, I'm gonna guess the number, it's probably gonna be wrong. I wanna guess like 50. Oh wait, hold up. 50. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna count. Wait. 55. 50. I think it's 51. Oh yeah, 51. Yeah, flop is right there. Yeah, 51. Surah 51. On the last page, I don't remember the exact ayah number. I can count again, but I don't want to do that. So that yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lays out the purpose like explicitly. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We have not created the jinn kind and the mankind except to worship me. Straight like that. Boom. So, okay, so what is worship? Then that goes into, okay, what is worship? إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Ibadah. What is their ibadah? It means just fully submitting and fully dedicating your life to God. And what does that mean? How do you do ibadah? Because there has to be certain ways of ibadah, right? I can't say, oh, I'm gonna go kill everyone in the world for the sake of God. Like, astaghfirullah, right? What are you talking about? But then that goes into, okay, the rest of the Quran. Okay, how do we obey God? And then God tells us, He gives us the whole roadmap. Alhamdulillah. And then that's how okay, we're living our whole life in accordance to God, right? For God's sake. Everything, whether it's praying, making dua, whether it's even eating, taking care of my body, whether it's working out, taking care of my body, whether it's being nice to my parents and my friends and my family and everyone, which is obviously like ibadah. But then that goes into all of that type of stuff. So this is the true purpose of mankind. But I have a theory also. On top of this, you can say there's a purpose for humans, but my theory is that there's also a sub-purpose for, you could say, men and women. And then you can also say there's a sub-purpose for, and you can maybe even say that there's a sub-purpose for each person, which is what the people are kind of conflating. When they say, oh, my purpose is to impact the young teenagers in my area or that are in my race, or I don't know, whatever, in my religion, I don't know. To impact these people, that's my purpose, right? When they're saying my theory is that could potentially be a type of purpose. Your personal purpose, because everyone is obviously different. Everyone has a different nafs. That's a hard word to translate, but we'll just say soul. Everyone has a different soul. Everyone has their different passions and all that type of stuff, and everyone's created differently. So that is maybe where there's different purposes. You could say purposes, but the main purpose is the human purpose, is to worship God. There's the men and women purpose, which that could be for another video, and your personal purpose, but perhaps maybe a thing. I don't know, my views, I don't know too much. I have to think about this a little bit more. But, like I said, I have to use the bathroom. I had to use it before I even recorded this. So, I hope you found benefit. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.